Yeah, I see a lot of guys review their digital multimeters, and I just thought I'd do kind of a little bit of a review about this Innova 3320 as far as the durability goes. And I've had this I purchased this about six years ago, and yeah, I don't know if you can see or not. I don't have any way to prove that it's 6 years old, but it's pretty scratched up. The screen is pretty scratched up. It's pretty dirty. You know, got a lot of grease and grime on it. I use this multimeter probably 4 or 5 times a week, and yeah, I really like it. This is the one I go to when I'm restoring an old classic Corvette, and this is the multimeter that I go to whenever I'm working on it. It's still very accurate. I like the feature that has a battery load test on it. But yeah, one of the things that has happened to it, I will say the wire is a little bit on the thin side, but one of the things that has happened, which happened within the just this past summer, is the wire that goes to the plugs wore out. The wire was still attached and everything. It's just the insulation wore off of it. Right now I got it taped. I did buy some new wires, some new test leads for it. So I'll be putting those on, even though I'll probably keep these around unless it's something really important that I'm testing. I'll probably keep these around just as spares. But yeah, the durability, the detente in the dial. Now, I use this several times a week, all year long. But the detente in the dial is still really crisp, really strong. Yeah, nothing is ever broke on this other than the wires. Everything still works. Still gives really accurate readings. Yeah, everything still works. It still gives really good, accurate readings. Like it has the green battery load test, the green light that tells you the battery's good. This is a battery load test showing 1.47776. If you turn it over to DC volts and test it that way, .528. What else can I say? It's just it's been I've blown the fuse in it a couple of times. You know, just not paying attention, not changing the plugs to the DC 10 amp side. And the fuse, you have to unscrew the back to get to change the battery and the fuse. I just bought a package of spare fuses. I've blown the fuses about 3 times probably. Yeah, the little stand still works. Nothing broke on it. It's held up. It's done really well. I still use it. It's just a good little meter. I paid, yeah, I purchased this probably 6 years ago. I think I got it on sale at Walmart for $17, $18. But I just thought I'd share that for anybody interested in buying a nice little meter for like under $20. Yeah, it's held up really well. It has the rubber boot on the corners. It's just a good meter. Got DC volts, AC volts, ohms, AC milliamps, diodes, continuity with a beeper. Your battery load tester over here. I can tell you if these don't work, they don't come on. Like when you turn it over and test them, that's your fuse. Your fuse is blown. That's all that is. Yeah, if 6 volt. Yeah, if the light, if you're doing the battery load test over here and the light does not come on, that's your fuse. You blew your fuse. Your fuse is blown. DC 10 amp, milliamps, 12 volt, 9 volt, 6 volt. It's small. It's a pocket. It's almost like a pocket size. As far as durability goes, I actually throw this in my toolbox. Well, I use the word throw. I don't actually throw it in there, but I put it in my toolbox with the rest of my tools. Yeah, the plugs are still really tight, not worn. The digital display is still, other than the fact that it's really scratched up, it works really well. It does not have a lighted background on it, I can tell you that. But it's easy to read. And like I say, the only thing that actually wore out on over the years, and that happened within the last year or so, with the insulation on the wires where it goes into the test probes wore out. Like I say, these I paid $5 plus shipping on eBay for these. So for a replacement of $5, I'll plug these in. I'll plug these new ones in. So for $5, get a new set of test leads, and these are pretty nice. 1000 volt max, category 3, 10 amp.